Hello everyone, and welcome back to what is unfortunately probably going to be the final episode of this You Can Transport Fever 2 series. And whilst we have the autosave, I think it's good time to explain why. Basically, we've done pretty much everything. There's a lot less space left to build on, so a lot less things to build too. I mean, there are still traffic jams, but I have spent a long time between episodes sorting out traffic jams. This line needs an extra train or two, which is fine because we have plenty of money. I switched out trains on this line. But traffic jams just kept on popping up in new places. I did build this. This has worked well, but there were some traffic jams in the Montrose area, but they've cleared up. This has all fixed this area, which is now no longer even backed up down here. This took a lot of work. What's this back up? Carlisle is still a mess, basically. This line still needs another train as well, I think. Actually, no, the train's coming in. How busy is it? No, I'll pick up some people, that's fine. There are a lot of traffic jams coming out of Llangefni, which we've kind of solved just by adding in more roads. Just got the tail ends of it here. This whole area, there was a junction here just between like normal country roads, and it was just completely packed. I first had a roundabout, then had to go over to this because literally, you know, this road here, this was backing up all the way through London. A bad junction in Birmingham was backing up traffic in London. Then I just went with it and added in this road as well here, because there were loads of people kind of overwhelming the not only the kind of Worcester area, but also coming into Cardiff. I mean, they still are. But, I mean, ultimately this game just runs so slowly now that it takes ages for anything to actually happen. And you know what, this traffic's so bad that what I'm going to do is clear it all. So if you delete the ends of the road, these vehicles will now all just get completely deleted. If we click on one, you'll see it just goes home. We can just do that thing. If we cut off the ends of the road, then any vehicles in the middle will have nowhere to go and just despawn. How to fix traffic the easy way. But Bristol's just a bit mental with the traffic. No, not Bristol, Cardiff. I mean, I added this in, but they all just kind of wanted to get into this area of Cardiff. I added another junction just before I started recording, and that has fixed some issues, but still waiting for loads of people to use it because Cardiff is just massive. If we look at the charts, growing and growing and growing. If you look, 21,000 private transport journeys have been made, and that's the problem, because more car journeys are made, the city grows, and therefore more car journeys are made. It's kind of a repetitive cycle. One of the big problems on this map as well is that the roads already started to connect by the AI, and what happened then was towns grew because of the car, and when they grow because of the car, it's very difficult to actually stop them, because then loads of traffic out and about, and then there's very little space to build anything. If you look at, like, say, this line we built through Leicester, just had to be above ground all the way because there was simply no space on the ground because the city had expanded too far. This line is always too full, but yet the trains aren't full at the moment, so I think it's just probably they're a bit bunched up. But yeah, no. The tunnel it always needs another train. Don't think we did actually do it because of the autosave. Preston Loop, just good to make sure that everything is running smoothly before we end the series. This could also do with another train. There's a lot of traffic through Carlisle, there still is. It's just annoying, I'm kind of just leaving it now. This game is not designed for good traffic flow. And the fact that I added so many towns on this map has really not helped anything. Because now, like, there are so many, there's less space and there are more cars, so. But, I mean, everything is starting to produce, at least from a couple of episodes back. Might need a couple more trucks. Everything's so slow. But these boats are always full. If we manage the vehicles, are there any big or small boats? Or is that literally it? That's literally it. For small boats, so unless we go to large boats, we're going to need another one. Glasgow. Another truck. But I think I'm very happy with this first series on my channel. Obviously I've played the game before doing the videos on it, so I kind of knew what I was doing, but what this has really taught me is don't overdo it with the towns. But hopefully if you've watched all the way through you've learned some stuff from it. But I'm just trying to see if there's anything more we can do, to be honest, before we end this series. I think everything that's worth doing has been done. Does this line need a second train? I'm going to say, third train, I'm going to say yes. Does Liverpool Bricks need another train? I'm going to say yes. We've got the money. We are, if you look at years where they've, well, look at the fact that profit is more than investment, so generally it's just kept going up. We just use that, but headquarters. I have no idea where our headquarters is, but 716291 Transport Co has a company score of 127. So honestly, we're kind of like such number of lines 250. Passengers transported, cargo transported, total. Different cargo types transported 23. Top speed 283 miles an hour, that might be the plane. Oldest, yeah, that's quite old. The oldest vehicle. Road, yeah, we've got how many vehicles? Let's just, I mean, that's going to be 700-ish, that's going to take 900-ish vehicles. This is just mental, honestly. So, I think what I'm going to do now is just take you through how the series progressed and what we've got here. So it all started off with the food up here, these grain plants originally by truck coming into this food plant, and then do we need an extra truck? Let's just leave it at this point, and then this food going to surrounding cities. We also had the fuel set up near Worcester and Birmingham. That's all been very successful. The first passenger line we built was from what we're calling London Paddington, the Birmingham to London passenger, which kind of runs through Slough, Reading. This overpass was built later. It just used to run on the ground because there weren't as many trains through Oxford, was originally terminating at this station here in Birmingham before later being brought into Birmingham Exchange. If we just look at all the routes in total, we've got a lot of them. I mean, it's kind of, I prefer to play the game adding in loads of routes on the same lines, whereas some people prefer to play the game just like one route on each line most of the time, so that like they can like fully look at capacity. Part of traffic fixing is actually, I've been discovering recently, roundabouts. Don't build roundabouts with highway roads. I'm being serious here, because the lanes, if you see here, one lane off, one lane stay on the roundabout, that is exactly what you need. If we go to a 3-lane one, it's 1 lane off, 2 lanes on. It does that. As soon as you switch it up to a highway road, the lane dictation goes all messed up, and then everyone just defaults to the outer lane. And it's the same thing if you change this to a country road, it'll just change as well. So you need to build roundabouts with non-highway roads. There goes my train on the London to Cork Passenger Express. So yeah, if you just look at how dense this map is, this is... what's this do? Make my game stop is what it... that's the thing that shows passenger transport connections. So you can see where towns have just completely expanded crazy. They're just those areas. But actually, that's a lot of green. I'm happy with that. Of course, things I've forgotten for ages are nice tram lines. These are so lovely. Watford to Sheffield. Such a nice map, and obviously I'll personally keep the save game of it. That train's full. You've got these motorways, bit of traffic here, but we've got motorways now. Properly kind of like going all the way up to Aberdeen, really. Stirling. Stretching all the way down through the country. Couple of them, and you can go all the way by motorway from Exeter to Aberdeen, which is pretty incredible. Actually, what we can now do is now I'm going to end the episode. We can save the game, and then we can start to... so this will be the final ever save from it. It'll auto-save, but I'm not going to keep the auto-saves. So once it's saved, we can then start to have a mess around with it. So... yeah, I've saved it now, so let's just randomly do a bus line from Aberdeen at the start of the motorway. Let's go from here to Exeter, that roundabout in Exeter. Now no one's going to use this bus line. I'm not even going to put any vehicles on it. The pure purpose of this is to see the route that it would take. The longest journey on our motorway. Stop off at the roundabout, there we go. Right. From the roundabout, all the way up the country to the slip road here. What we do is then we take all the line view off and just click on that line. So that's a bit odd. It kind of... I mean, I suppose I did set these roads up to be non-highway, but I think I don't really want it doing that. I mean, I've saved the game anyway, so who cares? But it would run down here. All the way down, it does go over the bridge here, it then runs down what we're calling the M1, then turns off at Darlington, uses the slip roads because it's weird, that's causing traffic issues, I don't care, through Liverpool, the underground section that brings it out. Well, that's interesting, it's also doing that as a staying on the surface, which is a bit annoying, but actually the traffic's fine. Then into the tunnels through Birmingham, out here, and then it turns off at this junction to go onto this motorway, which it then goes through the traffic jams there, and must then stay on this motorway until Exeter. Yeah, right. I can delete the line now, not that it's really doing anything. Now, what else can we do? Honestly, let's just... because we take all the bus and truck lines and sell all the vehicles. This game's probably now running more smoothly. And you know what? Because let's mess around with train lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete every town in the game. Oh my gosh, this costs money. Hang on. And it's going to error message me. Does it cost money? Cost. It does say it costs money. If we just take out every town in this map. Main connection will be interrupted. Don't really care. Give me as many error messages as you want to give me. Should make the game a whole lot less laggy. Trams. Sell all of those. I want to mess around with train lines, so let's just sell all the boats and all the planes as well. Let's just get rid of all the people as well. I've just realised what are the biggest towns in the game? I mean, those ones weren't really the biggest anyway. So in terms of size, biggest is London, then Birmingham, then Dublin, Liverpool, Plymouth, Manchester, smallest. Dumbarton, Fort William, Mallaig, they're all the ones that can't grow because of kills. Right, continue deleting every single town. You know what, I'm even just gonna, just in case, turn off autosaves. Off. Apply. Resume. This game's gonna scream at me, honestly. I mean, it's probably stopped showing me error messages now. It's laggy to get rid of everything, but it's going to make the whole game run a lot smoother. And we can also, it will still show us our motorways after we've done this, because all of those have player ownership on. So Berwick, you know what, at this point just cut to when I've deleted them all. So every town is now deleted. This game probably now runs super fast. Oh, that's what it feels like to be on 3 times speed. No lag either, I don't think. It's just 3 times speed. Right, what's messed up? Every line in existence. And that's it. Well, every bus line, but this is kind of... Now back to the infrastructure, the main infrastructure we built. So there's this whole underground road system underneath London I built to fix the traffic. Some of it's been deleted by deleting the towns, but most of it hasn't. Just like how some of these bits of road, bits of roundabout have been deleted. But yeah, so we'll now completely lose money, but it's alright because I've got this, because I've got sandbox mode. I've resisted adding the bank balance so far, but... adding to the bank balance so far, but let's just... how much money can we add? Let's see. We're now in... Is that literally the maximum we can go? How have we got that much money? You know what? 9. Let's just change every digit to a 9. It's like the maximum we can go. Can I change this to a 9? I don't know anyway. But somehow that's a negative. But I think that's probably the game's maximum. We've discovered the game's maximum money. This game is running so fast now. How does that have passengers? Where are the passengers? Honestly. We're going to see these passengers. Right, this train has made money. And then all the passengers get off. And don't even get onto the platform because there's nothing for them to do. This is fun. Just see our nice London loop we made as well, which is completely empty. So let's have a mess around with trains then. So there's never any trains. Right, let's take all the trains but one off this line, and then make this train electric multiple units as long as we can go. So HS2, they're very fast. Long set. Long set. Oh my gosh, we're in minus that much money. But yeah, we can get a can we make this train so that it never actually moves, is my question. Because if you make a train long enough, it will never move. Because it'll touch both ends of the line. Let's get 50,000 meters. Where is it? It's Liverpool. I think 0.1 times is the maximum. Right, it's Dublin, wow. I think 0.1 is the lowest. It's at Kilkenny, wow. Does it ever... My question is, does it ever move? Oh, wow, it's at Limerick. How would you imagine that? Because it's just growing. Has it got enough carriages? Has it got enough length to make it all the way to Cork? I think it has to wait at the signal. But my question is, does it have enough carriages to make it all the way to Cork? This game's still a bit laggy, gosh. Oh, I forgot to delete all the cities in Ireland, didn't I? That's one of the things I've forgotten to do. It's quicker now because all the other cities are deleted. There's less for the game to compute. So yeah, these are deleting all fairly quickly. I love how when you delete the cities, it deletes all the trees around them. That's a bit weird. So that's Ireland cities gone. Let's see. It's a bit annoying that this train is... It's going quite fast. I've got 3 times speed and it actually means that. Why is this train... Can this train not go? Is there something in between? Yeah, there's this train. Oh my gosh. It's a train going through a train. I think the train's literally reached the platform. Here. Cork. It's a Cork. Let's see. Does it even need to go back to London? Or is it just like... It's waiting for its path to... Because the other train's still within it. It's waiting for its path to go back to... Right, Cork. Upper Limerick. Kilkenny. Dublin. You can just like... Liverpool. Waiting for free path. Ah, great. Oh, can it really not go through to... Should be able to go through to Warrington. Actually no, because it's on the wrong side of the tracks, isn't it? This train is just ridiculous. Let's sell the London to Glasgow trains. Just because we don't need them. And those are the only other ones that are getting in the way of this train. Is it waiting for free path? I can still sound the horn. It's at Liverpool. Where's it gonna? Can it not go any further? This train is 49,000 meters long. Let's shorten it a bit. I'm waiting for it to leave Liverpool Exchange because it doesn't have anything to compete with. To get, let's do a shorter route. I've got an idea. We've got Lancaster to Barrow. This train has no one on board it. Diesel. You know what? Let's just go ridiculous. Let's. Oh my gosh! Can you have a train entirely made up of locomotives? Let's see. Right. It's got a loading speed. How is it loading? Oh, okay, there we go. So we've got 68 locomotives, I think it's saying. 66 it is now moving. But it's not all the way, so let's get down to 62. Oh, it has to move. Actually, no, it doesn't have to move. Still, you can still see a locomotive down there. It's literally just teleporting between the two stations. You can walk between the two stations by going on the train, like walking down the entire length of the train. Still, too many locos. Still too many locos. Still too many locos. Still too many locos. Oh, that is now. There we go. Whee! Let's get one more on. Is that literally going to do it now? It now, like, literally, like, teleports between stations. Camera view. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, that's now a train entirely made up of locos that also is like, as long as the distance between the two stations. This train cannot leave Liverpool. Well, this train is irrelevant anyway. This train is lagging, I think. Let's sell the train. Okay. This looks fun. Oh, I know exactly what we could do for the last bit of the series. Let's just make some land. Stick out above the ocean. Then let's just build up the land. And to truly finish off the series, that's one thing I think we've just got to do. Let's get these roads here. Don't bend, go straight. You know, 7. There we go, 7, 1. We need more land. Is it possible to make these out of train line? Let's get the train track. So, six. That's not. It's too tight. Yeah, we can't do. We'll expect there are numbers we can do with train track, but let's stick to roads. So what we're essentially going to do is start it with like that. And then this is going to need to be a curve. Seven, 1, 6. 2. 2. There we go. No, that just doesn't look right. Let's do it with road. Then after this we're going to have to expand the land out again. So, 2. 716. 291. 741. Actually, what I'm just going to do is going to delete this bit. Going to go straight. 7162. in case you're wondering, 716291741 Transport Code was the kind of name this map came up with. Well, actually, I think, well, because it's a Steam Workshop map, it is basically the map, the kind of whoever created it decided it'd be 716291741 Transport Code. 29. There we go. 29. Could we do one with train line? Yeah. What we can do is, if we cut the track straight across, then delete that. What we can do, yeah. If we just do that. There we go. Let's do all ones out of train track. So what you're going to have to do is do a straight one there, straight one here, and straight one here. Then delete the parts 716291. 741. So we've still got however much money we have in the bank. I'm not going to bother to think about what that number actually is, but what it is the game's maximum. So 716291741. So 7. These are all. We can cut across, can't we? 4. And then the 1 again. Okay, so straight train line here. Like that, and like that. And boom, boom, boom. So for 1. Let's expand the land out a bit around this one. And then we'll need to write Transport Co. But yeah, this is how we are ending off the series, by writing out our favourite number ever. 716291741. And I'll make sure to edit it in the text so you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, it's 716291741. So with roads as our ink, once we've got the land done, okay, now let's try write cursive joined up, whatever it's called. Then you. Now I'm thinking of how to write. So you've kind of got A, which kind of tool. A's a tool. It's just weird. There we go. And then we need to start the N. This is very wide. Must be sad. We need to make it narrower. We need to make the roads connect though. There we go. N. We need to do it. It's just tight. So tran. And then it needs to kind of come off. Come up to the top. It's just honestly harder than I would have expected. There we go. There we go. Trans. So the P, you kind of, if we make it come off like here, then we come into the P, which needs to be straight. Make it stick out a bit like that. We need to make the road turn. There we go. Like that. Transport. So we kind of, the O connects up at the top. So the O, it's just a bit not very round for an O. It's kind of more like a square with rounded off corners. Or and then we kind of make it come up to come out, and then we've got an R to do, so we make it kind of come up. Now there we need to no, that just doesn't look right. We make it kind of come out and bend up to this bit. There we go. Or and then we need a T, so we kind of go straight through and then down. There we go, transport. It's probably the messiest handwriting I've ever had, because I'm using roads. Transport. And then finally, we need to write co. And then we do the O, kind of the easiest way I think to do the O is to make it kind of, is to do those straight bits, then bend. Co. And because it's co, we've got to do a dot. How do we do a dot? Like that. And that is the final episode of this UK in Transport Fever 2 series, also known as, if we look at it this way, 716-291-741 Transport Co. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.